feel like you're drowning in wedding plans, feeling stressed or overwhelmed by juggling all the decisions? You may want to consider eloping. Today, couples are highly invested both financially and emotionally in weddings. The cost of eloping and having a small intimate wedding is typically tens of thousands of dollars cheaper than a traditional wedding. The many hours a week one puts into planning for the big day and family arguments one could potentially come across can be stressful to a newly engaged couple. In April 2020, my fiance and I plan to elope. We are going to Hawaii to seal the deal and kind of make a honeymoon out of it. We found this to be the best option for us because we are saving a ton of money. We will get time to ourselves, and we both love a great adventure. I've been married before and have done the traditional wedding route. I mean, that was a good option, but now I look back on it and think of all the money I wasted and the time I spent stressing about wedding plans. So eloping will be great for us. The main focus will be on our marriage and not looking to please everyone else. Today, a majority of people seem to focus on the wedding instead of focusing on marriage. The time, energy, and money that goes into planning a wedding should be something you remember for the rest of your life. You won't remember all the little details 30 years down the road. Eloping gives you a chance to make memories with the love of your life that you will remember forever. That being said, I will explain the key points to why eloping is a great choice. First of all, eloping is meant to be a cheaper way of getting married. According to the knot.com, in 2018, the average cost of the wedding was $33,931. Think of the type of trip you could go on with $34,000. Now cut that in half. You still could get a pretty awesome trip out of $17,000. Starting your marriage off with minimal financial burdens will set your marriage up for success. The number one issue, according to Cole.com, couples fight about is a topic many couples avoid discussing, which is money. A couple of great things about eloping is not having to pay for the venue, food, dance, drinks, photographer, and the list goes on. Your money could go more towards a place you've always wanted to see or an excursion you've always wanted to try. I printed off this list of wedding costs. It's crazy to look at. For example, the venue costs $9,000. You could go on a pretty crazy adventure for $9,000. The list goes on, just the cost of the reception, the rings, the photographer, the honeymoon, the ceremony, the attire, the rehearsal dinner. I mean, the list goes on. So you may be thinking, what about your friends and family? Without family and friends, the wedding becomes more intimate. Without any distractions, couples can focus on each other and the ceremony itself. The exchange of vows can be private and more meaningful. If couples wanted to have a more intimate ceremony, they could always follow it up with a reception with close friends and family to celebrate. This way, they can get the experience of intimacy with the big audience, without the big audience, and still celebrate with friends and family. I personally believe this is a win-win for everyone. Lastly, let's look at the stress aspect of the wedding. When planning an elopement, there is overall less stress that goes into planning your big day. When eloping eliminates all the stress from having to manage your flower vendor, your photographer, your makeup, hairstylist, and your cake. Wedding planning can often feel like a full-time job with all the details that can go into it. Being busy, stressing about planning your traditional wedding, you may be putting stress on your relationship. Stress from all the small details can stir you away from remembering the real reason behind the wedding. According to Gordon, stress depletes people, sapping their cognitive resources. It also increases vigilance. This means when you're stressed, you are more likely to notice negative behaviors and less able to stop yourself from reacting badly to them. Stress is just not good for anyone. Choosing to elope would reduce the stress immensely. There really is no right way of getting married. You need to do what's best for you. Your wedding should be an adventure, stress-free, and something you'll remember forever. Eloping is a great option for focusing on the details that truly matter. If you want an experience that is spontaneous, low stress, and inexpensive, then eloping is the right choice. Hopefully, you only get married once, so take time to figure out what you want for your big day to look like and what you want to remember. Words can't express how happy I am to elope in April. I have no doubt in my mind that it's the best decision for me.